Hello, and welcome back to Coin Lady channel. Today, we'll be discussing Bitcoin's stable value in this video. Have a visa and figure out a means to pay the gas tax hypothesis that makes no sense, and we'll discuss it. Ripples in London plus the United Kingdom show that the concept has validity. The Federal Reserve plus the H-bar. I've got some really exciting information for you. We're going to talk about this throughout the season now because it happens frequently. The TA is setting everything up, and it's clear as day that the most explosive season of the year is just around the corner. Let's go right into this video without any delay. From what we can tell, not a lot has changed since this morning. Tally mark, I find it dull. $29,461 in Bitcoins, rather of 1%, we get 9% in the previous day. Ethereum was worth $1,851. It has dropped 2%, or 8% in the last day. In spite of XRP's recent surge, the value of 1 USDT has not changed from 99 cents. Now we're at 1%. The value of all cryptocurrencies is currently $1.18 trillion. I finally understand what you're saying. The cryptocurrency market is dull. Yes, I get it. But there's something I strongly advise against. You don't want to lose your bottom, and I don't want you to lose your bottom by getting bored and seeking for cryptocurrencies that appear like they are pumping. When the cryptocurrency market forms a solid base, what do we often see? They take off into the void of space, and we watch. In 2017, I arrived at this location. As for the patents, I am familiar with them. I see where this is going. We are setting ourselves up for a wild, explosive move. Keep in mind that many people are predicting that Bitcoin will reach new record highs this year. We're nearing the end of the third quarter and the beginning of the fourth. Let's see how the rest of August pans out, but with the end of the year swiftly approaching, we may expect to see tremendous rallies and many predictions of $10,000 Bitcoin months. I think 2024 and 2025 will be our best years, but later in the video, we'll discuss the off-season and the things we're considering right now for the sake of first-mover advantage. Instability below $30,000 for Bitcoin with his bail being revoked. Sam Baker-Fragg's tragicomedy will continue through Friday. David Morris had already calmed the CoinDesk nerves before he made his judgment by explaining why the result was inevitable. Consolidation around these levels may be able to support another step up in price, as the article goes on to say Bitcoin was holding steady just below $30,000. We have been around $30,000 for quite some time. On Sunday, the CEO of the cryptocurrency hedge fund BetBull Capital made this announcement to the CoinDesk and via email. Despite this, he was still unable to wrap his head around PayPal's introduction of its own new stable coin connected to the US dollar last week. Given that this is the first such issuance by a conventional worldwide payment provider serving hundreds of millions of customers, it represents a significant step forward. Even if the overall reaction is modest, we believe that such developments are likely to impact future market behavior. Present tense. Exactly, he is correct. Listen, you already know how easy it is to make a purchase using PayPal, and this will help bring hundreds of millions of new customers into the crypto space. The simplicity of monetary exchanges is correct. You can instantly transfer funds to another person by entering their email address and a desired amount, then linking your bank account, debit card, or credit card. Now you may buy Bitcoin simply linking your bank account and clicking on the cryptocurrency you wish to purchase. It will automatically make the purchase. What PayPal is doing with Visa is awesome. Visa plans to pilot a solution to the difficulty of processing Ethereum gas payments. They claim the procedure is overly complicated for most people. Visa confirmed this. Most individuals won't bother learning how to pay transaction fees on the Ethereum network. Visa, the credit card giant, seems to think so, and the business has finished testing a new feature that lets customers pay for gas in fiat money using their credit cards. The organization that processes financial transactions announced Thursday that blockchain technology has seen rapid growth over the past several years and may one day change the way money is transferred. However, there is still too much difficulty in facilitating transactions on-chain. General audience. Sending and receiving a theorem of the necessity of cryptocurrency B theory and blockchain through the blockchain incurs a gas fee that must be paid by the user at each step of the transaction. It is difficult to manage theory of bounce applications in order to meet these demands. Disa stated in a blog post that simplifying the process might make blockchain-based transactions more user-friendly and accessible. Disa's network's ease of use for fiat-based payment transactions makes it clear that there is room for advancement. To do so, the company has proposed using Ethereum ERC 4337. The existing norm and method, known as account abstraction, allow smart contracts on a blockchain to function as wallets. In addition, a payment contract in the form of a smart contract account that can underwrite the user's gas costs. Users of the service would be able to pay for gas with a Visa card. And I hope that they have the best of luck. But those guys' fees can be absolutely exorbitant and wild, so I hope they get something out. I'm all for adoption and bringing in the masses, which is what Visa wants to do with showcasing with them. Why they settled on Ethereum is beyond me. The outcome of this situation is still up in the air. Cryptocurrency released some intriguing new data and a video highlighting how Australia is studying the United Kingdom's approach to cryptocurrency legislation with great curiosity. And then it revealed how closely Australia and New Zealand collaborate. It's fascinating that he suggests the story begins in London. After all, if we go back and read these stories, we can see that Ripple applied for a crypto license in the UK. What's the big deal here? So, Stuart's raucous group all agreed that the waves would be good for business in London. At the time, the epic battle between the Ripple and SEC was in full swing. If Ripple already works, then why bring it to London? We know that in July of 2017, Ripple undertook a proof of concept with the central bank in London, so perhaps that is where it all begins. Talking about reducing the possibility of a bad settlement and enhancing the efficiency of international money transfers. The repercussions from this are clear to see, right? Australia quickly follows the UK in adopting new legislation, and they too have adopted digital currencies like Ripple and those issued by central banks, as well as a new settlement method. They adopt the policies that the UK has just enacted. They rephrased things, and then New Zealand filed alongside Australia, and now there have three completely separate central banks operating on top of the Xrp ledger. That's right, folks, the HBAR news we just received has a major trickle-down effect. Mason broke this story for all the pubs, and the Federal Reserve has added a new micropayment startup to the list of showcased service providers. Micropayments and HBAR are made possible via drop. Dollars and US dollar coins. This means that financial institutions in the United States that are interested in micropayment services can take advantage of the recent technological advancement that enables instantaneous payments via the Federal Reserve. This means that not all service fries HBAR. There is news from the Fed now displaying quick payments, and technology is in a better position than before. Who is connected to HBAR? And we adore every tiny 24% increase over the previous 3 months. Not bad, huh? HBAR is still grossly underpriced, but not by much. Along with XRP and Casper, this is one of my largest investments. I believe that 3 tokens will beat the market as a whole. Recall that each bar increased in value to $4.50 at one point, and I honestly believe that they might go even higher. We're going to see it happen all season long, and each bar has a lot of room to go. A tactical examination of the next season reveals an inverted head and shoulders pattern. The altcoin market is forming one of the most reliable bullish price setups. All eyes are on Bitcoin as it consolidates, and once this happens, a new base will begin driving the price even higher, as we discussed from the outset. The inverted head and shoulders pattern may be seen here on the chart as we descend. Specifically, it highlights the spots where there isn't a head and shoulders pattern in the consolidation zone, at least not that I can see. It's time, in my opinion, for a break above the $300 billion mark when discussing the whole crypto market cap. When do we get to see what? Two possible outcomes for the altcoin market cap turning lower from here are depicted on the chart, one of which would confirm an inverted and head and shoulders pattern. The alternative is that the market capitalization of ancient coins surpasses 300 big billion siglin and alt season begins. Keep in mind that no one has actually cashed out any Bitcoin dollars as yet. However, now that Bitcoin has pushed higher, is it possible that money will begin to rotate out of altcoins and back into Bitcoin, pushing it to new all-time highs? This would happen before we saw another massive mass rotation into altcoins. In response, GDX says, XRP update, and the Gaussian channel just flashes green. Two prior occurrences of this are both bullish and recent. There has been talk of a 40-cent range for XRP, and a 70% drop in XRP's price might make that a reality. After this pattern has concluded, further action is required. From 12x to 1016x, we've seen it all. Prior to the XRP pricing, the next objective for XRP is anywhere from $1 to $1.40, so a 60% fall in the outs before we are pushed up is possible. Alternatively, all coins could rise up now, before a 60% crash in XRP, which might drive us back down to the levels we're at. We are exactly where we will be today before the next move up, which could be anywhere from a 12x to a 1000x on XRP, if a 60% drop and $40 do occur. Keep in mind that the time for XRP to cycle $4 at a very conservative minimum price is almost approaching. And that my sweet spot of $7 to $13 has not changed at all. Whether it occurs in the fourth quarter of current year or in 4 years from now, in 2024. Please like and subscribe my channel. See you later, bye.